Welcome to my dear students. I am Mr. Ganeshan K, Assistant Professor in Commerce, Government First Grade College, Ramanagara. In this class, I am going to teach you internal reconstruction. What is internal reconstruction? It is an arrangement made by the companies whereby the claims of the shareholders, debenture holders, creditors and other liabilities are altered or reduced so that the accumulated losses are written off, assets are valued at its fair value and the balance sheet shows the true and fair view of the financial statement. Reasons for internal reconstruction: huge accumulated losses incurred by the company, overvaluation of assets by the company, future of the company will be promising. Forms of internal reconstruction: reorganization or alteration of share capital, reduction of share capital and other liabilities. Objectives of internal reconstruction: to resolve the problem of overcapitalization or huge accumulated losses or overvaluation of assets. When the capital structure of a company is complex and is required to make it simple. When change is required, the face value of shares of the company. Meaning of capital reduction. Capital reduction involves sacrifice on the part of shareholders, debenture holders and creditors. The amount sacrificed by these parties will be utilized in writing off losses and to bring down the assets to their real values. An account called capital reduction, also called internal reconstruction account or capital reorganization account, is opened for this purpose. Amounts sacrificed by various parties are credited to this account. It is generally resorted to write off the past accumulated losses of the company. Now, let us discuss the meaning of reorganization of capital. Reorganization of the capital of a company includes increasing the share capital by making fresh issue of shares, decreasing the share capital by cancelling unissued shares, conversion of stocks into shares, reconversion of stocks into shares, consolidation of shares of smaller amount into shares of larger amount, subdivision of shares of larger amounts into shares of smaller amounts. Now, let us discuss the differences between amalgamation and internal reconstruction. In case of amalgamation, at least two companies are liquidated, but in case of internal reconstruction, no company is liquidated. In case of amalgamation, a new company is formed, but in case of internal reconstruction, no new company is formed. Amalgamation is a case of combination, but internal reconstruction is not a case of combination. Differences between internal reconstruction and external reconstruction. No new company is formed in case of internal reconstruction. A new company is formed in case of external reconstruction. In case of internal reconstruction, no company is liquidated. In case of external reconstruction, one company is liquidated. My dear students, you are aware about the meaning of liquidation. What is liquidation? Liquidation is a legal process wherein the lifetime of a joint stock company is brought to an end, its assets are realized, liabilities are paid, and if there is any surplus, such surplus amount will be distributed amongst the shareholders in accordance with their rights. Internal reconstruction requires court's confirmation, but external reconstruction can be effected without court's confirmation. Internal reconstruction is a slow and tedious process, but external reconstruction can be carried out easily. In case of internal reconstruction, the company is able to set off its past losses against future profits, whereas in the case of external reconstruction, the past losses of the old company can't be set off against the future profits of the new company. Surrender of shares. What do you mean by surrender of shares? Surrender of shares is defined as the surrender of shares already issued to the company by the registered holder of the shares. Where shares are surrendered to the company, whether by way of settlement of a dispute or for any other reason, it will have the same effect as a transfer in favor of the company and result to the reduction of capital. But in case such shares instead of being surrendered to the company are transferred to the nominee of the company, then there will be no reduction of capital. The Companies Act does not contain any provision for surrender of shares. Therefore, surrender of shares is valid only when Articles of Association provides for the same, provided where forfeiture of such shares is justified, where shares are surrendered in exchange for new shares of the same nominal value. My dear students, you are aware about the meaning of forfeiture. What is forfeiture? Forfeiture means cancellation of membership of the shareholder due to non-payment of either the allotment money or the call money. Conditions or provisions regarding internal reconstruction. Authorization by Articles of Association. The company must be authorized by its Articles of Association to resort for capital reduction. Articles of Association contains all the details regarding the internal affairs of the company and mentions the clause containing the manner of reduction of capital. Passing of special resolution. The company must pass special resolution before resorting to capital reduction. The special resolution can be passed only if the majority of the stakeholders are assenting to the internal reconstruction. This special resolution must be get signed by the tribunal and deposited to the registrar appointed under the Companies Act 2013. Payment of borrowings. As per Section 66 of the Companies Act 2013, the company has to repay all the amounts it gets deposited and also the interest due thereon before going for capital reduction. Consent of creditors. The written consent of the creditors is required for the company which is going for capital reduction. The court requires the company to secure the interest of the descending creditors. The company gets the permission of the court after the court thinks fit that reduction of capital will not harm the interest of the creditors. Ways of reduction of capital. The company limited by shares and limited by guarantee can go for internal reconstruction in the following ways. By reducing or extinguishing the liability, the company can repay its liability on account of uncalled amount on the shares issued. Under this method, the paid up share capital of the company would remain unchanged. In this case, the uncalled liability is cancelled by passing the following entry. Share capital account debtor partly paid up to share capital account fully paid up. Let me explain you with an example. X Limited issued 50,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each, rupees 15 called up after compiling with the requirements of the Companies Act. The company proceeds to extinguish the uncalled liability on its shares. Journal entry will be equity share capital account debtor 7,50,000 rupees 20 to equity share capital account 7,50,000 rupees 15, being 50,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each, rupees 15 paid converted into equal number of shares of rupees 15 fully paid up. My dear students, let me discuss journal entries to be passed in case of internal reconstruction. Entry for share capital reduced without changing the face value of the shares, share capital account debtor to capital reduction or reconstruction account. If face value of the shares is also changed on reduction of capital, a new category of share capital is created. Share capital account debtor old to share capital account new to capital reduction account. When rate of dividend on preference shares is changed under the scheme of reconstruction, preference share capital account debtor old to preference share capital account new. When debenture holders and creditors are also ready to reduce their claims against the company, debenture account debtor, creditors account debtor to capital reduction account. In case of appreciation in the value of asset account debtor to capital reduction account. Any contingent liability matures and is to be paid immediately, the following entry will be passed: capital reduction account debtor to liability payable account to bank account. Entry for utilizing the amount of capital reduction to write off accumulated losses. Capital reduction account debtor to profit and loss account, to preliminary expenses account, to discount on issue of shares or debentures account, to goodwill account, to trade assets account, to patent or copyrights account, to other assets account. For transferring any balance left in the capital reduction account to capital reserve account, we pass the following entry: capital reduction account debtor with the balance left to capital reserve account. Thank you.